Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Memes of the Week. The best thing you can do for this channel is spank that like button to help this video reach a wider audience. Before I get on with the memes, first a word from today's sponsor, me the Sandman. If you want to get your hands on this Thought Tears mug, then visit my Teespring store down in the description. You can also get your hands on the Cure for Feminism t-shirt and classic tank top. If someone doesn't like it, then you can ask them if they're being Islamophobic. I also have a Sandman t-shirt, and 25% of the sales proceeds go to the artist, as well as the classic Sandman sticker and mug. You can also get the entire Sandman collection through digital download or USB key if you want through email. Those are the sound files for the first 5 seasons of my channel, so you can have those to take on the go. Each season is $15 US. Finally, you can also talk to me via one-on-one coaching through Skype for only $45 an hour. My contact email and Teespring shop are the first links down in the description. And now on with the memes. Number 1, they say that honest women don't exist. I'm sure she just means she's looking for a man that's rich in spirit. Yes, that's gotta be it. Does the wealthy lucky guy get to take care of her kids too? Then again, this woman is probably just working at some awful third world tourist souvenir shop, and she probably doesn't even know what that sign means. Either that or she's just honest enough to hold it up. You decide. Moving on, the new Dragon Age game will include customizable top surgery scars for your characters. You know it's just going to fail to attract gamers, and that's the point. It's like many cities putting in bike lanes. They don't do it to encourage people to ride bikes, but they do it to make people in cars stay home and not drive anywhere. As for this game, couldn't this character just come with magic instead of invasive surgery? Actually, I better be careful suggesting that, or some female characters might come with a flesh flute. Number 3, Gavin Newsom makes certain memes illegal in California, and then the internet responds by increasing their supply by 10. Gee, whoever thought it would backfire on him? And just so everyone knows, I changed my VPN location to say that I'm in California too, just to post this. It really is like the Joker is running things in the golden shower state. Hasn't he ever heard of the Streisand effect before? Up next is a documentary examining the struggles of Reddit's all-female staff of moderators. I don't know about you, but those don't exactly look like females to me. They look more like white dudes for Harris. Then again, maybe I'm wrong and females are just getting uglier and uglier these days. Also, this picture is also so bad that I thought I could smell it from here. Now I know why Reddit has been ruined. Number 5 is Hannah, and she says this is her Tinder profile. She's had it for a year and 23 men contacted her to tell her that she put the toilet paper the wrong way. But I think it's the correct way for a cat lady so the cat doesn't play with those poop shoot pillows. Those A-cups also aren't helping her get any dates. Maybe she also has top surgery scars under those or something. Here's the real reason to put your toilet paper on properly in Australia. Moving on, leftists say that the country is institutionally racist while smiling smugly pointing it out. But they control all the institutions, and you just know that they'll never put 2 and 2 together. And they're the actual racist ones. They just end up calling everyone racist because it's projection. Also, you can't be the dominant culture group while being the counterculture at the same time. Someone needs to give them the memo. Remember, the Democrats fought the Civil War to keep slavery. Number 7 is an article saying that women are happier without children or a spouse, says happiness expert. I don't know. They sure look like lonely sandwich makers to me. Sure, they're happy at the age of 20 or 30, but certainly not at the age of 50. Something tells me the expert is a complete idiot. Here's a picture of them. Doesn't she look like she's so incredibly happy to you? What the hell is up with that hair? It's like Friar Tuck in the front and a party in the back. Up next, remember folks that safe sex is when you don't know their name or address. Thanks, Skeletor. Remember that the next time a girl says, I don't even know your name, the correct answer back is, why ruin a good thing? These days, that's the only way to sleep around with the crazies without getting a false allegation thrown your way. Then again, the only guaranteed safe sex is home alone. But even that's not safe if you don't wash up afterwards. You might get a nasty infection. Number 9, Pride.com discusses 15 queer stars who should play Joan of Arc. Don't they mean Joan of Perversion? This is just total cringe. But at least the haircut matches their woke ways. So now they plan on replacing Catholic saints with lesbian women. I'm so sick and tired of movies like this that no one will watch. They should also add the new Romeo and Tyrone film to this as a double feature and bankrupt the movie theaters. The real Joan of Arc should be played by Gina Carano. Moving on, 7 years ago, knowingly exposing others to HIV in California was no longer a felony. And a year later, as STDs in LA skyrocketed, officials thought that racism and stigma may be to blame. But if you post this, I'm sure that Gavin will arrest you claiming that it's a meme of misinformation, even though these two stories were covered by the LA crimes. Those of us in the know realize that the real reason for rising STD rates must be climate change after all. Number 11, this 25-year-old woman is looking for love. But does she look 25 to you? I think she looks 25 years ago, and I'm being more than generous. Maybe what she means is 25 Martian years, which is roughly 47 Earth years. Then again, I could be wrong and she might be 25 and she's just been chain smoking cigarettes since the age of 9. Either that or it's 25 in meth years, because you can clearly see that she's not smiling. Her ad also probably says that she's a virgin. Up next, Elon Musk fired 80% of the Twitter staff, and it still works and better than ever. And if Trump gets elected, there's a good chance that Musk is going to set up Doge, or the Department of Government Efficiency. That's going to wreck a lot of leftist bureaucrats, and has to be done. Why do you think that Musk was down in Argentina helping Javier Milei do the same? He needs to do the same thing in Canada as well. Number 13, someone asks, are women narcissists by nature? Of course. If penis envy was a picture, this would be it. As for being narcissists, they clearly like the attention being on them all the time. Also, from what I can see, half of them don't even know how to use their middle fingers correctly. As for that dude in the background, he just wants to be left alone so he can get his work done. Moving on, childless women in their late 40s are lying to themselves that they've never been happier. One of the first rules to the red pill is that women almost never mean what they say. This woman looks like she's doing a really bad job of playing the whole fake it till you make it game. Trust me, you don't want strong independent women like her reproducing. This is the equivalent of a 40-year-old male virgin saying, I'm waiting for the right woman. Number 15, here's that fake smile many people put on when someone asks them to take a photo. When I see this, I think to myself, that's the smile that says, I'm not allowed 500 feet of elementary schools. I don't even know why people like Mr. Beast put on fake smiles like this. But to be honest, I don't think he's even smiling. I think he's just drying his teeth. Up next is Juicy Mullet, and he claims they poured baby oil on him and yelled out that this is Diddy country. And this time it looks like he might be telling the truth. Looks like P. Diddy Nation took a slippery turn. But notice that this time Juicy doesn't seem to be complaining about it. Also, did he mention anything about eating a footlong or something? Moving on, this guy says that dating is exhausting and wonders how many people does he have to explain this trauma to before finding his soulmate. First of all, there are no soulmates. And second, dating for men is a series of job interviews to get in your pants. This guy looks weak and as if he sits while peeing. This is also probably made on a computer because there's no way such a weak man would do graffiti that well. Moving on, the new Rey Soywalker Jedi movie with Daisy Ridley needs more work and is currently on hold, hopefully indefinitely. But they still say that filming won't start until 2025. I've given up hope that they'll ever make good Star Wars films or TV shows ever again. It would be smart if they joined her up with Ahsoka for a storyline, but they don't actually want to because they're dumb. But I hope they spend $350 million so I can laugh hard when it fails. Up next, imagine playing Monopoly and never buying any assets or investments that generate income or rise in price. You just go around the board collecting $200 while paying to avoid jail. That's how most people live their lives. This is the WEF agenda, where you'll own nothing and keep playing Monopoly in real life forever. You're also playing a game where all the properties have already been bought. Remember everyone, that the only difference between these two different notes is your belief that one has value and the other doesn't. Up next is Shangela, a drag queen with Kamala accused of sexually assaulting 6 people. A while back she was in a photo with Amber Turd. Why does Kamala hang out with these sorts of perverts? Even her running mate had to have horse semen pumped out of his gullet after someone dared him to give Mr. Ed a Hummer. It was just good harmless fun, he said. The irony of them being named Shamala and Kamala makes them sound like 2 spicy content creators. Number 21, this Nigerian man was arrested for impregnating his wife, his sister's wife, daughter-in-law, and even his own sister in the UK. He must have had a lot of free time on his hands and was sporting a foot-long schlong. Either that or he was unemployed, and if you don't have a job, you can make any woman fall in love with you, I suppose. I'm guessing he was arrested for impregnating his sister under some sort of incest law. Moving on, imagine it's the beginning of the 21st century again. What was your computer aid of choice for sailing the high seas? Was it Napster, Kazaa, Bearshare, or LimeWire? I still use FrostWire, but back then I would also use Newsgroups because I could get tons of unique spicy content on there. Also, Napster was the GOAT until Metallica heard about it and then shut it down. That was cancel culture in the year 2000. Decentralized file sharing apps inspired Bitcoin of all things because they couldn't get shut down. Number 23 El Chapo's wife says she had no idea he was a criminal and never saw him doing anything illegal. She's so hot that she will be let go. She knows it, and that's why she's smiling so much going to court. He probably just told her that he was working in human waste management, just not what that waste really was. But was she confined to a soundproof dungeon or something? No. So therefore she probably knew everything. Up next you have a vegan visit, so don't forget to serve him or her ice cubes made with hot dog water. This is almost as good as the time I froze my pee on a cookie tray and then slid it under my roommate's door, and she stepped in the puddle of pee in the morning. She ended up blaming the cat for it. As for vegans, here's the look on their faces when you tell them you're so hungry you could eat a horse. Number 25 and the last one, I'm still shocked at what happened to Dave Bautista. He's only 55 and looks like he's in his 70s, and partway through transitioning now. He looks like he's been using way too much baby oil as well. Here he is in a picture from only 5 years ago with his ex-wife. Now he's got more bling bling than her, and looks like he put on some of her clothing that she forgot to take when she left him. So that's it for another Memes of the Week. Please give this video a like to push it up in the algorithm, and so new viewers can find it. Also, if you enjoyed this series and want me to keep making it, then donate at the PayPal and subscribe star links below. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your day, and cheers.